now towards kickoff at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, a good one on tap in the AFC South. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. Off we go from Houston. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, #2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Kirk is the motion man. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Xavier Woods there on the stop.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
This is high. He got the connection to Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Stroud connects with Collins. And it's a first down for Houston.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
There's a handoff to Chubb, heading left. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard that sets up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Pollard. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop.
On the stop. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Ward. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
Tennessee.
It's a big one for Tennessee. It's a gain of 43 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead.
Titans 7, Texans nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. On the return, it's Damian Pierce. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Texans offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud. He'll step up and run this. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Kirk is the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice gain.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And the Titans first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's done it again. Back-to-back good runs. 19 this time. And another first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense.
That is going to be hauled in, and he's got it. Alvin Ridley. Touchdown, Titans.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Here's Tremont Smith on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had it. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Roger McCreary in from the secondary, able to record the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Back to throw. Stroud. Open man, that's Collins. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard
Third downs,
line.
Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the left side, into the hands of Collins. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 6. On the handoff, this is Chubb. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down for Houston.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Now it's the veteran, Dario Ogunbowale. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was brought down by Cedric Gray. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He takes off, and he will get into the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown, Houston. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans are on the board. It's now 14-7.
14, Texans 7.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it's Jim DK. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. In motion, Okonkwo. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throw on the run is complete. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down for Tennessee.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Tennessee.
Waste of time. Teamwork. What are we doing?
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Ward, out quickly, it's Ridley. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll again get it to Ridley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. On the give, it's Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now, design run with Ward. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last two plays are a great example why.
Third and long. Here's Wolf. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On fourth down, on is the veteran Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Sly's pick is good. And the Titans build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Texans offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
They'll run. It's Ogunbowale. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Arden Key on the stop.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Titans out to the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins from the 22 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. On the ground is Ogunbowale. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
18. That's another Houston Texans. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes.
And he's in. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Texans. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Texans 14.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Jim Ray DK now to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Ward. This one is caught downfield by Ridley. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
First down.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Ward gonna keep it here on the zone read. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And he will take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. And this will be incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And it'll be 2nd down.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That's the former Titan, Azeez Al-Shire, getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Ward. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Derek Stingley. And solid return as he gets it up past
this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Texans offense and Christian Kirk getting set for their next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 6. Once again, it's Chubb. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
1st and 10.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. That's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll go with Chubb. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the 1st down inside the 25.
That's good for a Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Crowd to throw here on 1st and 10. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down, 1st and goal.
That's another H-town. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
They're called in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. Trying to find a crease in that massive humanity, but he's going to come up short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return, here's DK. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Ward. This one finds Lockett down the left side.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ward now on 3rd down. That's complete to Lockett outright. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Shotgun snap for Ward. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw is Ward. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. That is caught. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal.
It's a big one for Tennessee. 45 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just...
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
All the way back at the 14 now. Second down and goal. Here's Ward. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now Ward on third and goal. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Van Jefferson there. Incomplete. And now they're faced with a fourth and goal.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
A 31-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans cut the deficit down to 1.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Texans offense and their star running back, Nick Chubb, set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. One of the tight ends motions right. Running is Chubb. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Chubb. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A chance here for Ogunbowale. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
A gain of 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Kirk is the motion man. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. First down for Houston.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On second down throw for Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
8 yards to go.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Texans first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down by Cedric Gray. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 10-yard line.
On second down, Stroud. Forced to his right. And he will score again. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book. See if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are going to open up the lead to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return, here's DK. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense and quarterback Cam Ward headed back out onto the field. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
That's caught downfield by Jefferson. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Throwing, Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Again, it's Ward. He'll get this out wide to Pollard. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
To the air again, Ward. His throw right side taken in by Ridley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Titan first down. Throwing again is Ward. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Ward to throw again. Forced out wide. He'll tuck it and take off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
There's Okonkwo open left side. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
It is second and 6. From the gun, here's Ward. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They'll talk things over before third down. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Titans are back within 5.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it gonna be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Titans' offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Ward. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That's caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 71 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2.
The Titans will line up.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Texans have it. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way back. It's a fumble return for 2 points for the defense. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense and their star running back, Big Chubb, set to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away. Snap it again.
It is 3rd and long. To throw is Stroud. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk.
Incomplete.
And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
On the coverage.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
DK to return. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
At their own
The Titans offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Fake the handoff. Now Ward. He'll step up and run this. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
Titans 1st down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
46-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now it's Ward. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, is fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Here's Berrios on the return. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Stroud connects with Collins. And it's a first down for Houston.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Stroud going to tuck this one on the zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Stroud. Over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
We spend so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 11.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
To the goal line and in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans are going to open up the lead to 8.
Texans 37, Titans 29.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense and quarterback Cam Ward headed back out onto the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive.
Tony Pollard, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Second and a yard. Again, it's Pollard. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ward. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, it's Ward. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 3. Back to throw is Ward. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler.
Picked off by the all-pro corner, Derek Stingley. And the Texans are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Stroud to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards.
At the 45-yard line.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Roger McCreary up from his corner spot makes the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. It's Ogunbowale. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 1.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Back to throw. Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Stroud connects with Collins. And it's a 1st down for Houston.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face 2nd down and 7. An inside give here to the fullback on the dive. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Here's Chuck. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Stroud. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Nick Chubb, touchdown Texans.
This offense, they just continue to find such creative ways to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers, and this time they use the pre-snap motion to help their guy gain leverage, and it's just an easy pitch and catch for the touchdown.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Texans will extend this third quarter lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans' offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Tight end motioning left. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. He'll get him behind his blockers, gets forward for a pickup of 3. Derek Stingley Jr. off the edge, makes the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing, Ward. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 14 on the pickup. 1st down for Tennessee.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
This is the job of any linebacker, Mike, having the ability to go downhill fast, hit an open gap, and make a play in the backfield. But I think we can actually consider this going above and beyond because he was able to make that stop so far behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That has play good for 22. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
To throw is Ward. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
The Titans sending out their punter. He's on for the 2nd time to try to get something inside the 10. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a run by Chubb as we start the fourth quarter. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On second down, Stroud. That's caught. Ogunbowale. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They get 16 on that connection. First down for Houston.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
19 more on that one. And another first down.
First and 10 at the
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the 46, here's second down. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the change. First down.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
On first down, it's Stroud. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Titans' 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. Space to run inside the 20 to the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Texans first down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it.
He's got his big tight end, Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Texans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return, here's DK. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Titans' offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
EJ Speed on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. He finds the veteran Lockett. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to sneak it here, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
There he goes again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
On first down, Ward. Open right side is Okonkwo. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. This one downfield for Okonkwo. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. Third down coming up. Out of the gun, Ward. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They snap it to Ward. Open man left side. He's got it. And he's got the first down. Well done there as they pick up a 4th and 5.
First down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that, be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Ward. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Pick this one up on the ground. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take them down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Throwing is Ward. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Daniil Hunter getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Ward. Push to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. Incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Let's go, Texans.
On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. Great run there. He gets this up close to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Houston Texans. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll go play action with Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a first down for Houston.
First and 10
Just a
at the
really good
44-yard
play
line.
design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
On play action. Stroud. He'll get this out wide. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A second down throw for Stroud. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll try to run for it. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another H-town. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Roger McCreary on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground is Ogunbowale. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
Roger McCreary on the stop. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. They'll try a run it here, and it's Chubb. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A loss of a yard.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
4th down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal.
44-yard attempt.
It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans' offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. In motion, Okonkwo. Drive will start on the ground. Wow, that 360 spin helping him out there. He'll get forward, and we'll give him 6 yards on that one.
A 6-yard
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Ward. He'll step up and run this. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
2nd down, they need 7. Looking to throw, it's Ward. There's Jefferson, and that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Titans' 1st down.
So it's a win here for the Texans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.